Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. I'm just going to start our phonics lesson today. We're going to go through our phase 5 sounds first, okay? So I say them, then you say them at home, okay? Oi. Ow. O. O. Oh, I think I should do that upside down. O. And that's a split digraph, isn't it? Ooh. I. E. A. O. I. U. A. O. E. E. U. Oi. We're back to the beginning, aren't we? So well done for joining with those. Now today we're going to be revisiting our suffixes, the ed suffix and the ing suffix as well. Okay, I'm sorry if it's a little bit noisy. The cleaners are just cleaning outside the classroom at the moment whilst I'm trying to record this. But I need you to have this lesson ready for tomorrow. So we're going to look at the ed and the ing suffix, which is the two suffixes that we've already looked at, okay? So what is a suffix? Have a talk to the person next to you if you're at home or if you're in the classroom. Have a chat to somebody about what a suffix is. What is a suffix? Okay. Let's come back and let's start this sentence. A suffix is a letter or a group of letters that go at the end of a word to make a new word, don't they? They have the root word, which I spoke about yesterday, and they change the meaning of that word. So like yesterday we had the word, let me have a look now at this sheet quickly. I'm going to have a look now. We had the word cry, and we changed that to cried, but can you remember? Cry had a y at the end, didn't it? We needed to take off the y and add in I-E-D to the end of that word, didn't we? Okay, so it's very tricky. I know you're all really trying your hardest, and it's really good to learn new things, isn't it? Okay, so the worksheet that you're going to be looking at today is going to be this one, and you'll notice Mrs. Cochrane made a mistake here as well. I've just changed it on this one, so do you want to change it as well? I put Friday, the 5th of January. It's not January anymore, it's February. So if you could change that, that would be amazing. Okay. So we need to have a little think about what is past tense. We've spoken about this before. We've spoken about the past tense and the present tense, because that is a lot of what, when we're using suffixes, it's often changing something into something that's happened in the past. So past tense is when there is more than one of something. When something happened in the past, such as yesterday or last week. When something happens in the future. Which one is it, do we think? When there is more than one thing, when something's happened in the past, such as yesterday or last week, or when something happens in the future? Which one do you think it is? 1, 2, or 3? If you said 2, you are correct. Well done. It is to show that something happened in the past. We need to change the verb to the past tense. So let's have a look at this. We have got the word run. We've changed it to ran. We've got the word think. I think I am going to the shop. I thought about going to the shop. So that's saying you thought about it. You've already thought, you've already had that thought, haven't you? Hide, hid, fly, flew. So it's changing something to the past, isn't it? It's changing it to the past. For many of the verbs, though, we can add the ed suffix to make the verb past tense, which we spoke about yesterday. We are recapping this, what we did yesterday. We are going through it again today. So like jump, jumped, walk, walked. I went for a walk. I walked to the shop yesterday. Push, pushed. Can you see that? Push. I pushed. So that's something that's already happened, isn't it? So you read these words together with me? Jump, jumped, walk, walked, push, pushed. Well done. Oh, I've pressed something wrong. What about these words? We had a conversation about this actually today. Do they look right? Let's read them together. Smile. Oh, okay. So it ends in an E, and I've added another ed to the end of that. Smiled. Does that look right to you, do we think? Do we think we need both of these e's at the end for our ed suffix? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Whistle. Oh, that ends in an e as well. Whistled. Oh, that ends in the ed suffix too. But I've put eed, not just ed, is it? Bake. Baked. What do we think we need to do here? Yes, that's right. We don't need to add the ed, do we? We don't need to add ed. We just need to add a d because it already ends with the e. So we just need to add the d. Can you write those words down now for me? Can you write them on a piece of paper or a whiteboard if you've got a whiteboard? So I would like you to write them with the correct ed suffix. Okay, that's your job to do now. Go. Here it is. If the verb ends in E, we need to drop the E and add ed. So these are the ones that are correct. Well done if you got those right. Okay, I've got another challenge for you now. Using what we know, add the suffix ed to make these verbs past tense. Remember the rule, if it ends in an E, drop the E and add ed. Okay, so can you do that for me now? I'd like you to pause the video with these words on, okay, and have a go. Remember, if it ends in an E, drop the E and add ed. Okay, have a go at doing that now. Well done for getting on with that today. Okay, so I'd like you to take the pictures of this and upload them to WeDuck, or have written them in your work pack so I can check them for you, okay? I'd love to see them and be able to check and get back to you on how I think you have done. Okay, let's now think of a sentence to write using our ed suffix. I'm going to pick one of these words here. Okay, I am going to choose, okay, I'm going to choose this one, paint, but I'm going to have it in past tense. So I'm going to choose this sentence. I painted a picture. I painted a picture. Only 4 words. Only 4 words. I painted a picture. Okay, you have a go at doing that now. I painted a picture. 4 words. I'm going to write it now and then I will show you in a minute, okay? Oh, here we go. I painted a picture. I painted a picture. full stop. Well done. I'm going to hold that there just so you can pause it if you need to and check your sentence. Well done, everybody at home. Okay, so your worksheet today is going to be to add on the ed suffix to some of those words, and it's also going to be to add ing suffix. We've already gone over those two. I just want to quickly, before we go, recap on the ing suffix before I let you go and write some sentences, including the ed suffix and the ing suffix. And you have got lots and lots of space to do your writing. There are some lines here, and there is another sheet of lined paper there after that as well. So you could maybe write a sentence using the ed suffix and then another sentence using the ing suffix. So you could write, I cried last night. I was crying yesterday. Okay, so you could write two sentences with the words. But let's just quickly recap on our ing suffix before we go. Let me find it down here. So we're here. We just add ing with ing, don't we, a lot of the time? So like bring, bringing, jump, jumping, add, adding, worrying, crying. So even if it's got a Y, ends in a Y, we just add the ing, don't we? But can you remember there are rules, aren't they, we have with the ing suffix? So let's have a look at some of those rules now. We're not going to do this now because you have already done this and I don't want us to do it again. Okay, let's just do this quiz now. If the root ends in E, you need to think of these questions now. You need to just add ing, you need to drop the E and add ing, or you need to panic. What do you need to do if the root word ends with E? Have a think now. Which one are you going to go with? Are you going to go 1, 2, or 3? Have a look at these words at the bottom here that we've got here as well. Take, move, bake. What are we going to do? Are we going to drop the E and add the ing? Are we going to just add ing? Have a think. Look at them words and decide what you would do. See that? I've got take, move, bake. If you answered answer 2, you are correct. We're going to drop the E and we're going to add ing. So if it ends in an E with a suffix ing, we're going to drop the E. Okay, this is all just recapping what we already know. Okay, it's just making sure we can really focus on this, and we're going to keep going over and over and over this again. Okay, let's just do another quiz. You can use your fingers to vote. Put your finger on which one you think it is. Okay, if the root word has a short vowel sound with a single consonant at the end, you should 1, just add ing, or 2, double the final consonant and add ing. Have a look at the words nap, run, drop. Write them down. See what you would do with this one. If you answered number 1, just add ing. Wrong. We need to double the final consonant and add ing. I'm doubling my n for running, n-i-ng. I'm doubling my p for dropping, p-i-ng. So we're doubling up our consonant, aren't we? Okay, I'm going to leave that with you now. And I am going to let you get on with some of your work and apply what we know already. So the first bit is we're going to fill in these boxes, which I have here, I think, at the bottom. No, I don't. So you're going to fill in these and then write some sentences using the ed suffix and the ing suffix. We're going to keep going over these suffixes again, and we're also going to be looking at the est suffix, okay, at some point. So have a go at that, and I want to see what you get on with today. Okay, have a lovely day, everybody. Goodbye.